Cool. All right, look, we might get a bit of a well, simple question. Well, we might get a bit more of a pullback into this range here, but I'm wholeheartedly in a scenario where, yeah, Ziba looks really good. Everything looks relatively good at this present moment. Some are less so, but everything is looking extremely strong at this present environment. What's the name? Bitcoin focused, but memes are going to definitely catch up very quickly. I mean, if we look at let me have a look here. If we look, let's move that to here. I mean, if we look at Bitcoin dominance, this thing is actually going who actually benefits from the trade being closed going through the strait? America benefits. Russia also benefits as well. Russia benefits the most, but I think America also benefits from it. I think they're both benefiting from this scenario. The whole market is in a scenario where look, America at the best of times is a war economy, right? And that war economy is always going to bode well for it. But also is this, right? But the US is bigger. Yeah, I know the US is bigger, but it works really well with an influx of stimulus, which is in essence right now its largest export, which is oil and gas. Well, actually, it's gas and LNG actually at the moment. They produce food and oil and derivatives of that. Yeah, that's true. It's very true. But it's the same type of similar economy as Russia. They're hello Gus. Yeah. It's a derivative of an oil trade, right? It always is the case. Those countries that have the most oil and then can actually sell it into the market are the ones that gain the most amount from all this scenario. That's where we are at this present moment, and the fact that Donald Trump keeps flip-flopping left, right, and center doesn't mean too much for the market. The market just does not care. It genuinely doesn't care at the moment because it wants to find its true price before all of this happening, right? Very similar to as it did before the last time, where it was an even more of a crash because the market wasn't used to the taco nature of Donald Trump. When he first announced it, it went absolutely crazy. But the fact that we're breaking through, holding support of the 7,099, this thing is going to continue. It's going to continue for a while. And for how long, we'll see. We're gonna have to call it day by day or week by week. But I've got a feeling that this Fed rate is actually going to make it even more bullish to move up. So I'm not surprised the US market is bullish. Yeah. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, the market is in a scenario where this thing wants to continue up on a major, but it's going to find its fair value price at some point, right? At some point, this thing is going to find its fair value price. And I think a real good moment, right? A real good moment to really get some very strong entries into this. I mean, even now would be a good time to get in, to be honest. Because the thing is, I don't see anything that could cause an issue, as I said yesterday, that until we get to the next Fed decision. I don't see anything that can do it. What's going to cause that? Unless Donald Trump actually goes in, unless he actually goes in and does a boots on the ground type of aspect. Oh my God, I don't see anything. Nothing that gives me even an inkling of an understanding of this thing could go to that level. Nothing I can think of. So we have to just play it by ear and go level by level. But at this present moment, I see no reason. I mean, we've had a clear break of structure on the daily, an absolute clear break of structure. It's wild what's happening to Bitcoin at this present moment. It's just going up because the problem is, right? The problem is that until the sentiment changes on this thing, it's going to just keep moving up until it hits that 200-day EMA or MA. I think that area is where we're going to be settling most definitely. That area is going to be the area. give me hex code or your candle. I screenshot. What? Give me hex code your candles. I screenshot. I don't know what that means. I don't know what hex code. What do you mean by that? But yeah, that's the situation that we were sitting at this present moment. It's crazy what's happening, but it's also amazing at the same time. It makes me super duper happy that we're in this scenario, that they're actually moving up, even though like smaller time trading is messing me around a lot, but we'll get there. And there's always moments that you think you play with. You know what I mean? You have to. I have to start looking into larger. What's the macro reason for this dip? There is none. What's going on at this present moment, right? What's going on is this constant movement between people longing and shorting, right? That's what's happening right now. Longing and shorting at the moment, and every time this thing starts to pull back, everyone's short, so it just goes and takes out those shorts. The market makers push this short up, right? And that's the situation. That's the situation. I mean, like we caught the top of this Pico short here, and then it found aggressive support. But I was out of the office. Is the most annoying part of it. Whatever. But like we had the quarter of this, and this play was from the early in the morning. So what I will be doing from now on is that the price action is so annoying on the smaller levels that I'm going to be pushing this trade into more longer time scale moves, hour and above, because the movement of the chart is made to absolutely annihilate your lower time frame trading. Retracement not a bad thing. It fills the gap. I think what I will say about a retracement, especially if you're looking at the futures charts here, right? Because we do have some. Do we still have the gap here? Yeah, we still have. Yeah, I mean, we still have a very obvious gap at that moment. But I don't see anything until that gap is filled at minimum. At least we'll get some sort of a pullback there. But I think this is going to go and try and test that 200-day EMA. That's where I think it's going to go. That area there is definitely. And what I think will happen, all right? What I think? Well, what do you think about chip? Do you think it will cover short term? I don't know what chip is. Is that a meme? I don't know. Oh, chip is I don't know what that is. I have no idea. I'll check out what chip is. And I think at the in the short term, I think it will tap here. Most probably come pull back and produce a higher low. I would not be surprised if this comes back and finds a higher low at an area, most probably around. I would not be surprised if it doesn't come back and test that 71 region. I mean, if we look at it this way, let's look at it this way. Let me move this out of the way. 1 second. Let me put that there. All right. 1 second. Let me put this out of the way. Oh, God, where is this? Sorry. Well, I apologize. Let me move. Put this down. Put that there. There we go. I would not be surprised if we did something on this level like that. Okay, let me just see 1 second. This is really messy. 1 second. Let me clean this up a little bit. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. I would not be surprised if we don't get something in that nature. Yeah. A potential pullback towards the 73,000 area. Yeah, around the 73,000 area, I think. Hello, Triple. How are you doing? Yeah, I think a pullback around to that area is a real definite possibility to get to. Really do think so. I think there is an area where we could see. Alvarez, do you think that we will hit a bear market to 47 in late December? Maybe not 47, but sub 60 is something that I'm expecting. Yeah, I'm expecting around that level. I would say that. I would say that I'm expecting around those levels for sure. How do I get rid of this? How do I delete that? Why can't I delete that? There we go. Yeah, I would say that. I think around those levels is something that we could definitely achieve for sure. Man, Pomelo, please. I don't know what. I don't. Please stop it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why you keep messaging. Again, I appreciate you being here, but I don't know what you're saying. So yeah, around that level, I think is a real possibility, because usually of moves of this standard. I mean, if we go into the weekly, like look at that move, is insane. That is actually wild, right? I mean, it's on another planet. I'm actually gonna get rid of this now. Get rid of that. Right? That's actually wild. I mean, we're getting into territory, right? Well, we could do larger scale. Can you guys see me? Can you guys see the screen? Oh yeah, no, you can't see it, right? There we go. That's better. Oh, let me make this smaller. 1 second. Make this smaller so you guys can see all of it. Is that better? Can you see it better now? That's better, right? The price action recently is so annoying. A sec. Yeah, that's why I'm at the same point. Are we happy today? I'm mid. I need I'm the things that the trades that I put in are supposed to go in one direction, and the price action slaps you around and then happens later on. So I'm gonna do it on a larger time scale. It's annoying me as well. Hello, Miss Stardust. Make me feel better. I feel hurt right now. I'm in pain. I'm just like, I feel like I'm not loved. Now, I feel that we could start doing. We need to start looking at some real large, long-term moves here. Right? I mean, if we're at that vibe there. Okay, let me do some raise here. I'm gonna check out some stuff here. 1 second. Because the way this is going, I'm gonna have to start looking at some larger timescale moves at this moment, because it is wild what's the price action that like the movement that Bitcoin is going is out of this world. This could go more than 85, Oh, bullish on ETH? Not so much. Show me your candle colors. That's it. Pomelo, I don't know. We love you. Thank you so much. That means a lot. That actually makes me feel better. But Pomelo, I don't know what you mean by show me your candle. I don't know. I think we might get to. So I'm just playing around here. So don't take this to. I'm just playing around here. 1 second. I just need to understand. Do you think Link could do something this mini bull run? I'll look at your coins in a second. I'm just trying to because the way that this is moving, the way that the price action is, or I mean, the way that the Bitcoin is moving right now, we have to start looking at this we have to look at it as slightly differently. We need to start looking at much longer time frames, because what is going on right now is not a slow time frame move. And I would look to, because I see OG red and green. That's why I'm asking for. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, what you mean? I don't understand. Are you colorblind? Is that what you're saying, Pomelo? Yeah. So what I'm seeing at this arrows move charts a bit to the. Oh yeah. 1 second. Can you see it here? I can see on my 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Can you not see it? What can you see here? It's on my one. Okay. Oh, I have to make it smaller. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. I'll do that for you guys. I was playing around with the thing. Okay. Is that better? That's better, right? Yes, he's colorblind. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Tell me. All right. Sorry, I apologize. So, Okay, so this is red. This one is red, and this one is green. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you meant by that. I'm seeing a possible pullback to 71 on the extremely. There's a possibility. Look, so, but we could go higher. We could go higher. 1 second. We could test 93. I'm not joking. I'm most probably thinking that we could see. I mean, we're definitely going to see some sort of pullback at that level. I would be very, very surprised if we don't see a pullback at that level. That would be idiotic if we don't see a pullback at that level. But yeah, I think here is a definite that we're going to see at some point. Although we are at some level of resistance, that's probably why we're having that bit of a pullback there. But we could. $93 and then back to 72 could play out. I think something on this level is going to happen, right? Let me show you what I think is going to happen. And I'm saying this before, right? I want this to be recorded, right? So I just tell you that this is what I think is going to happen. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm in some like a weird torpedo world at the moment, right? Okay, let me tell you what I think is going to happen. I think something on this level is going to happen. I think we move up to here, come back, and most probably test. It could be even a bit deeper, actually. Possibly 71. Either here or here, and then possibly do something like that. That's what I think is going. USDT dominance is heading to a massive resistance. Let's have a look at larger time scale on USDT dominance. Honestly, and I want to say this to you in the kindest possible way. I think USDT dominant. Look, I drew. Is it on here? I drew. Yeah, look. I think it could go and test this area, the 6.746 area. I think that area is an area where we could definitely see a potential move to, and that could cause a huge move. Maybe 110. I don't know if that if we go there. I'm just going on what I'm seeing on the graph here. But yeah, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna move it to the side. So you guys can so we can come back to it until, you know, so we can have a look at what I think is going to be happening. But I think something on that level could happen like that. I really do think, bro, you don't have to share it. Honestly, it's fine. Whoever wants to be here can be here. Anyone who doesn't want to be here doesn't have to be. I really appreciate you doing it. You don't have to do that. I really don't, like, I appreciate it, honestly. I'm just happy I'm in a group. I'm just happy I'm in a group with some. Do you guys know who Shannon Briggs is? Looks like you're on a good point. Thank you so much. So little up, then a good recovery, then up. Yeah. So yeah, Boxer. Yeah, I'm in a group with him. I don't know who Ken Bossack is. Who's Ken Bossack? This is more important to me right now. 1 second. There's Shannon the Cannon. Yeah. There's a project launching with him being involved. That's why you guys need to go to the launch lounge. I don't know what else to say to you guys, man. Literally on there, I'm gonna be dropping some stuff in there. As much as people don't seem to think that I'm massively connected in this industry, I'm telling you, there's a project that involves him. Who is Ken Bossack? I don't know who this guy is. Who's Ken Bossack? I have no idea who that is. Do you guys know who Ken Bossack is? I'm in that Telegram when you're dropping the info. So I just wanted to get to a certain level. It's, look, if you don't believe me, I need to put his number out. I can't. I'll take a screenshot so you understand. Check this out. So you understand, I ain't messing around. There you go. Okay. I like to show receipts. Look. Can you see it? Can you see the Shannon Briggs? There you go. Never mind, whatever. It's there. Look, Shannon Briggs. Shannon. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I want to know who's. I don't know who Ken Bossack is. Who's Nick Spanos? Nick Spanos. I only know Shannon Briggs. Who's this guy? Sorry. Spanos also with the. What is Nick Spanos known for? He created Bitcoin Center. No way. Much of the. Sorry, I'm gonna search these guys in front of you so you can see what's happening. One second. I just want to show you guys. I mean, do you guys want to see this or no? Or should I not do this? Do you guys want to look at like charts and stuff? You want to look at this? All right. I'm just searching the people I'm in the group with at the moment. I'm just looking at. Yeah, I mean, with Nick Spanos. Nick Spanos is the founder of the Bitcoin Center. Much of the excitement revolving around the development of scaling solutions that may enable Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other blockchains to reach truly global user base. Right, Nick? Wow. Okay. One sec. Nick Spanos, Bitcoin Center. Sorry. One sec. Nick Spanos. I don't want to show you because you guys will see my other stuff. One second. I can't look at that. There you go. There's a Netflix documentary about him. What? Sorry, what? Who is this guy? Anyway, okay. I'm in a group with him. Who else is this guy? Let me see who else is here. Kyle. Do you know who Kyle Kempler is? One second. Who's Kyle Kempler? He sounds familiar. Kyle Kemper. Is it crypto? Kyle Kemper, founder of SwissKey, a visionary strategist, technologist against crypto veteran who activated thousands of digital currency wallets. Cool. All right, cool. Well, that's gonna be an interesting project. Yeah. So look, what I will do is I'm gonna do something like the first, I would say the first 100 people, maybe the first 100 people, maybe the first 100 people in that are in the launch lounge will get an access to their private Telegram where they're going to be dropping this project. This is going to be like, so it's just so you understand that the TGE is going to be at 30 million. So they're going to be launching at 30 million market cap. It's all right. It's not bad. Do a screenshot of your yeah, thank you. I can show you what's in my do you want me to show you what's in my Jupiter? You guys want to see how much is in my No. This is just that's just like my investing into like stupid coins and stuff. Should I show you this? This is all recorded and stuff. Why am I showing you this stuff? I ain't gonna show you this. Why do I need to show you this stuff? Anyway, Germany is why? Why is it? Do a screenshot. I'm not gonna do that. Talk about World Liberty Finance. I don't know, man. It seems like World Liberty Finance is a cash grab. Genuinely, it just seems like they're just there to take as much money as possible from anyone. Gonna go and try and log on to new Telegram now. Yeah, I mean, how many people are there? When it gets to, how about, okay, I'll do something like this. When it gets to like 1,000 members, I will drop the Telegram group. I'll drop the Telegram group where you'll be able to join. You'll be able to join, and then it'll be that's it. No one else will be able to get in there. You guys will get in the into the launch earlier than anyone else. How about that? How many's in there right now? Oh, 23. Oh my god. Got a few to go yet. If it doesn't get to 1,000, I don't care. I'm not gonna put anyone. Maybe I'll just put it into the Alfonso's group. That's his name with the flag, lol. Oh, is it? All right. Sorry. I'm already chilling in the land. Thank you so much. For $1 billion. Okay, yeah. It's up to you. You don't have to join. Doesn't matter. It's only for you guys. If anyone wants to do that. I found you, Jack. I'm back. Hello, Dread. How you doing, man? I appreciate you guys are here. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. If you guys are in there, that can work in that way. If you're not, it doesn't matter. Yeah. It's a new one. It's called Launch Lounge. I don't know. It sounds cool. It rolls off the tongue well. You know, it's like Launch Lounge, Launch Lounge. Justin's son is a World Liberty and Trump family suing for $1 billion. I'm not surprised. They're not going to go far. I'll say that to you. It's definitely not going to go far. This is the thing. I would not be surprised if you know, if they spend millions upon millions and then nothing's going to happen. This is the problem with this kind of stuff, right? Until you get to a level of regulation where it's actually going to really matter, then it's just not going to do anything. Yeah, that's it. Launch Lounge. Can you see that? Anyway, I don't want to do that because then TikTok doesn't like it, so I'm not going to talk about it. If you want to go, you can go link in bio and all that kind of stuff. All right, cool. Now, what are we talking? Yeah. Trump will legitimate forever. I don't know. Yeah, well, he's gonna bring in laws that's gonna be, you know, there's gonna be a level of, you know, before this point and then afterwards and all this kind of stuff, and it was within the legal limits at that moment and all that kind of jazz. All right, so I'm not gonna be surprised if something like that happens. Let's see what USDT dominance is doing on the hourly. I'm not looking any lower than that. Price action is too ass for that. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna come down to that level. I just don't want the day candle to close there, because then we could have a little bit of a pullback and then it's going to smash it back down again. It could go and test that area there as well. Depends on when the day candle closes. If the day candle, I mean, not day, so the 1 hour candle closes within that box, then we could have another test of this trend line. If it doesn't, then we'll go down further. That's what I would say. But this is a slight worry. But what is happening right now, and this is where things are gonna get super crazy, right? This is where things are gonna get super duper crazy. We're developing something on this level, right? We're getting that moving. And the thing with this type of move, right? When you're in this type of move scenario, all right, is that it means that something ginormous is about to come. Some massive move is about to come. That's why it gives me a thought that this thing could potentially come down. I mean, it could come down, tap that, then go down. But I think down here is a real possibility. I mean, I don't want to. I'm so tired of the smaller time frames. Like, look at this price action, right? It's just like it's all over the place. It goes down and does a 50-minute market structure shift, and then goes back and goes the other way, and then does that and that, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And I'm just like, whatever, hour above or nothing. What about the Clarity Act? Yeah, I think I think it's been delayed, isn't it? I don't think any of that stuff is going to be a matter until we get to a. Look, what's happening right now? right? What's happening right now? And I've showed you this graph before, right? Oh, not this one. I think it was here. Is it here? Yeah, here we go. Not that. Not that. And that. Right. I don't even have to do. I'll just find a few. 1 second. That's not what I want to do. CPI. Whatever. Look, what's going on right now is that growth is increasing. Why can't I add this to the graph? 1 second. Why can't I? Anyway, whatever. What's going on is right now is that growth is increasing above CPI, right? I mean, CPI is increasing above a federal funds rate. And what's the rush at this present moment is to get to a point where enough money is coming out of the money markets and going into assets and various other assets that are now trying to find a fair value gap and actually trying to get to a point, right? Get to an area where the S&P 500 should have been, right? So this thing, the S&P 500 could very well go and try and test the 7,622 area. It really could do. There's a real possibility of that happening and going all the way up to that level there. There's a real possibility of that going there. Because if it wasn't for this, if this dip didn't happen, the S&P 500 would, I mean, that's a bit too much of a time thing. Let me just even get rid of this. I don't have to do that. Let me do it in the shortest time, right? You kind of have to think that at minimum it's gonna get to 7.3, at minimum. And if it's going there, everything else is gonna go absolutely stupidly high. Like we're price discovery at this present moment. Complete insanity. We're an insanity level at this present moment, and I don't see anything that's stopping and anything that can stop this. The only thing that I could see causing a bit of an issue is a bit of a wobble at the FOMC meeting, but it's gonna be Powell, and he's not gonna do anything. I think he's just gonna be stay. We'll see what happens, all that kind of jazz, right? That's where it's going to be. That's where it's going to settle. And when we get to that area, that's, and then we'll understand what happens from there. I mean, we're looking at oil, and it's come back to the $95 level, and that $95 level is, in my humble opinion, going to be in an area where it's just going to be oscillating around that. This is where it's going to be. I think the new normal of oil is going to be around the 95 to 85, around this range here. It's just going to be moving around, right? If we look at gold at this present moment, right? Let's look at gold right now. That's not the right one. If we look at gold, gold right now is in an area where, honestly, the only way I see this market really suffering, right? The only way I see this really suffering is if gold starts to rally. And if we see the dollar, start to fall, is when we start seeing real issues going on here. Let me just see 1 second. Let me look at the dollar. Let's look at the dollar. If options on Bitcoin could cause a max pain tomorrow, I think there could be a reshuffling for sure. can't get into launch. It's not working. Oh, I don't know why it's the case. Just copy the link and then put it into Telegram. I don't know why it's not working. I have no idea. Where we are at this present moment is in a very interesting place, right? So if the DXY is at the DXY is at a very, very interesting place. Let me have a look at this. We need to make sure that gold either stays in this band. In fact, I'm just gonna put it into a box. Forget that, so it can be nice and clear. Gold needs to stay right in this sweet spot. If gold does not stay in this nice little sweet spot in this moment here, then we could be in a scenario where we could see some pullbacks in Bitcoin. It must not break this trading range, and it doesn't look like it's going to. And I think the only time it will start breaking this is if we start seeing any type of monetary policy changes. I think that's the only time that we see this thing breaking. Because if it doesn't, then we're in a scenario where this could be a real issue. When is the new Fed chair coming in? 1 second. When is the new Fed chair coming in? 1 second. So let me look at something. When's the new Fed chair? When is he coming in? Chair. So the confirmation is still but the chair. Oh wait. Do we not have? Hello, could I be mod for safety reasons? What does that mean? I don't know you, man. I don't know what that means. I only really give mods to people that I know. Wait, is there no? 1 second. Is there no Fed meeting next month? One second. Because he hasn't been 1 second. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. I've been liquidated on that gas USDT. God candle down. Yeah, man. Just the price action is absolute ass. It's like ultra low leverage or just spot. That's the way you want to be going. The next fair meeting will be on April the 20th. Okay. There is. Why is it not showing it? Wait, is there no... Am I losing my mind here? Why is it showing that there's no Fed chair next month? There's no Fed meeting next month. Am I losing my mind? Why can't I see that? Yeah, man. He had a good confirmation hearing this week. Yeah, he did. He was very that's why I don't think he's going to cut. I don't think he will cut, to be honest. Because he was talking all about inflation, but next, yeah, it says next, but it's not on the calendar. Yeah, so the next is 20. No, I don't mean the 20. I'm talking about after April. I'm talking about after April. I'm not seeing one for May. Am I losing my mind here? Why can't I see one for May? Good evening. Hello. I think I'm losing my... Why can't I see one for May? There isn't one in May. Next one is June. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. That changes a few things. No, they don't have a... No, they don't have one. That's the stability report. That's not FOMC. If they don't have it in May, by the way, for all the 65 people that are here, it's gonna blow your mind off in a second. If they don't have a Fed meeting in May, and the last Fed meeting we're going to get is the one with Powell, and he's not gonna do anything. He's not gonna do anything that's gonna shake the market, and we're rallying right now. We might rally a lot. We might rally a lot. That just blew my mind. We might rally a lot. That changes everything. Okay, that changes everything. Let's move that like that. That changes everything. Oh boy, that changes everything. Okay. Okay. I need to change this. Oh my Lord. All right, I'm gonna write something in the Discord. Right. I'm gonna write something in the Discord. Everyone there. Just 1 second for every guys. Okay. That changes everything. All right, okay. That was a little epiphany that changes everything, man. Holy moly. All right. Okay. So, holy moly, that just blew my mind. All right. Now, I want this moment. All right. I just want this moment. I want everyone here, all 72 and plus how many thousands of people that are watching have gone through, right? I want this to be very, very clear to everyone, right? You guys saw with your own eyes the moment right now, right? Please check your DM in TG trying to get into this good. Yeah. I'll put it in here. 1 second. I can put it on YouTube. I can't put it on there. If anyone wants to get into the launch runs, I'm gonna put it into the to the tube right now, right? So if you guys want to go there, you can go there and get the link into to whatever you guys want to do. Right? Let me just put this in. I'm putting it here for all 11 of you that want to go in. That there. Here you go. That's a link. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Right now, you guys, all 100 of you, saw what I just saw, right? Right? I just hit an epiphany right now, right? I've just hit an epiphany right now, and I am seeing. Look, I still. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. This is what I'm gonna say. All right. Forget everything. Forget everything. Forget everything. Oh my lord. That is absolutely insanity. All right, okay. All right. Now. All right. First, I'm still going to be doing the little bits of, short-term trading. I'm going to do hour mode cuz price action does my absolute head in. I think we're going to push. Look, all right. Look, we're at resistance right now, so we might get a bit of a pullback, a little bit, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I think we're going to be pushing up into 80, 82, potentially 85. There is a call for 85 because if we look at the 50% retrace of this move, 80 will have a probable pullback. But I think what could be more of a 1 second, guys. I need to 1 second. I need to pause this. Anyone on YouTube are going to hear exactly what I'm doing. 1 second. Yes? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. It will most probably be. It'll probably most probably be Monday. I think I have a bit of time to set out the plan then. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. See you then. All right. Take care. All right. Bye. All right. Sorry about that. Oh wow, I didn't even pause it. Anyway, but it's all good. No problem. No problem. That was a important person that I need to talk to. All right. Okay. Cool. Now, yeah. So what's happening right now? I need to look at some stuff right now. Oh my god, that just blew my mind. So you guys will all, okay. You saw the moment where the epiphany happened. I just want it to be very clear. You saw the moment. Please, right? Because I'm tired of people questioning my integrity. But I think you guys, I mean, okay. I'm glad I have my long term, but we need to get into some spot for sure. Like, definitely. I'm glad I started building that spot list on the Alpha Hunters group. I'm still going to do the hourly, short term trading, with like on the hourly, not any more than the price action does my head in. But that changes everything. If there is no Fed FOMC in May, oh my lord, we have to change our targets on this quite a bit. Quite a bit. Doomed to fail now that the main subnet. What Tau is doomed to? Is it gone? Is the subnet gone on Tau? No, where did you hear that? Yeah, I think no. I think we're gonna be rallying to May. They left. They left a month ago. Who left a month ago? I'm seeing this thing. We have to really change our targets. Oh my lord! All right. Okay. All right. So this is what I think is going. That's why it dipped the main subnet. Oh my lord! What? Okay. Don't get Virgin Internet, right? I have the most expensive Virgin Internet you could buy. It is the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. Don't ever buy it. It's terrible. It's worst thing. Um, maybe that was 2 to 3 weeks ago, but yeah, what was 2 to 3 weeks? Oh, the sub. Oh no, I'm talking to someone there. I know that the team left, but I didn't know that the. Oh man, that's. Oh, you're talking about the team. This. Oh right, yeah, you mean that? Yeah, I don't know if it's doomed to fail. I still think it's got to look with Tau. I'll show you Tau, right? I don't know what's happening with my internet. It's doing my head in. With Tau, I still think it has potential. Don't get me wrong. It's just a bit of a moving Leviathan, right? And it's been in this sort of like all it did when it rallied, it just rallied into its channel. So it didn't really do too much. It's a bit of a dinosaur tower. Although I will say this. It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look terrible. But I'll get back to what I was talking about with Bitcoin. Just bear with me, right? Can you explain what you're talking about? It's changing everything. What do you mean? I think we need to expand. I think we need to expand where Bitcoin can go. The reason why I'm saying this, right? The reason why I'm saying that, bull with you, got it. Yeah. The reason why I'm saying that, and I'll explain it over again for everyone that's here. next week is the Fed's, like Powell's last Fed chair. So he's not going to do something to rock the boat. Maybe he will. There are caveats that we can't control. But if he doesn't do anything and he just keeps it the same and it's just boring and nothing happens, none of the weird, random, crazy stuff. He doesn't say something that kind of he's boring when he speaks anyway, so that's a good thing, right? I don't see a way he's gonna rock the boat. I just can't see it. But what I can see is that if there is no change, if things look like we're in an environment where we are right now, because nothing's going to change, right? We're having a growing economy, right? CPI seems to be on an uptrend. We have inflation that is still not hit from all this stuff, and we have full employment. And he doesn't change the interest rates, which I doubt he's going to do. He's going to leave it to the next man, right? And we don't have an FOMC meeting in May. Then we rally up until May and then sell and go away. May until the FOMC meeting, King Arthur. I think when is the... I think towards the end of May I think we rally up until the end of May. I think, forget the dates. I think this is what I genuinely think. I think we move up until the new Fed chair does something. I'm not pulling random that word. I've explained. Did you hear what my explanation is? Lexi, were you here when I maybe you came in a bit late, but I just went through a full epiphany in this live, by the way, just so you understand. I'm just saying, okay. Oh my God. But I think when you say mini crash, I think it will be a crash or a pullback into a lower high. So I think that what we're going to see, and we have to confirm this. All right now, nothing's confirmed, nothing's on makes any sense at the moment. But I'm at this note. I think we will get a pullback at 82.7 to potentially up to this 85 area, somewhere around here. Nothing is confirmed. I'm just giving you my understanding of a theory, whatever, right? What if the war ends? We could the war is ended in the economy's mind. In the economy's mind, the war has ended. There is no more to this thing. He wants to do it, right? So if that's the case, we will get a pullback here, or between this zone here, between these two EMAs, we're going to see some sort of pullback. That's definite. I even think, look, I bet you, look at that. Yeah, there we go. Here. Somewhere around there, we're going to get some sort of pullback. And most probably it will be the midwick of that. So 84,600. Let me mark that. I love it when I have witnesses here. 84. Let's do 84,600. Around there, right? I would most probably we could see a potential pullback there. I was in a private chat with you in 2021 with Capo and Kyle Chase. Do you recall? Capo and Kyle Chase. I can't remember, man. But pleasure being here, man. I hope it was a good conversation. Welcome. I appreciate you being here. It means a lot that you're here, man. I mean I appreciate other creators coming in and being good people, or like whatever it is. There's so few and far between these days. Everyone's in some sort of ego trip. Right, so that's what I was saying. So around here we'll probably get a pullback, and I think it will get a pullback to a higher low, right? And most probably around the 74, testing this prior range area. So around this zone here, I'm gonna mark these out in different weird colors so you guys can see what it is, right? I'm going to mark this out in yellow. Let's make that yellow. So I think something on that level. We'll go there. We'll probably tap this area, come back and test this area. That will be a crash or whatever people call it, whatever it is, right? But I think we're going up there first. Maybe we can potentially come down to 7715 or whatever. But ultimately, we're going here. Then we'll come back around here, and I think it will be a load up situation. And I think from here, we just go. And my target... $107. Does that sound insane? Does that sound insane? So I'm just trying to gather my thoughts here. Do we get something like that? The reason why I come up with this, and I'll explain it again. The reason I'm going to move this to the side. The reason why I know it's not certain. No, but it is certainty, Eli. The certainty is no change and no... It's boring. Economically, it's boring. And the only thing that will make it non-boring is if they actually have a war. Oh, yeah, that's what you're saying. And Donald Trump obviously wants to end this thing. So the only thing it will do is like a bullish... It will be a bullish... it will be bullish for the market. So we're in a scenario right now where I cannot see... Unless we get some sort of like left field crazy unemployment data or some crazy inflationary data. I don't even think inflation is going to be in it. Yeah. I think we are going to the right shoulder. We're going to the right shoulder of this market. We're going to complete the right shoulder. Why? 250-pound mouse, and it still can't do it. I don't blame myself. It's the mouse. We're still in a bear market, but we're in a... Remember I said to you guys that bear market rallies can be the most aggressive. It's a mad mouse. Everything I have is super duper expensive. Have you seen my Banksy? That's a real Banksy, by the way. Nah, it's a real Banksy. I found out the other day it was worth 100K. I'll never sell it though. It's from a friend that, but anyway, it passed away now, so I'll never sell it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with that. That is how's crypto doing? I mean, long term, amazing, millions of dollars. Short term, I'm kind of annoyed. Price action is crap. Um, tell me I'm wrong here, guys. Please, I need more eyes on this. If I'm seeing this wrong, am I seeing this wrong? Is my theory wrong here? Someone tell me that I'm wrong. You're wrong. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can you tell me why? 97K. Why'd you say 97K? Oh, to this wick here. Oh, yeah, that's a possible. Yeah. It doesn't mean that we're going to complete the right shoulder, but it's definitely possible 97K oh, I see what you're saying, man. That's a cool. I like that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. This is what I mean by more eyes. That's awesome. Thank you. So we could. I love these type of sessions when people are we're all combining together. Fresh eyes is like many eyes is the best thing. We could be, because that is an inefficiency week. I didn't see that, right? I'm gonna put another line here. I'm gonna get rid of this, whatever this is, right? 1 second. Get rid of that. Can I get rid of that? Why can't I get rid of that? Why are you not going? Hello? Yeah, there we go. We could be chasing this wick here as well. So around the 95.8, 97 possible. So between this band here, I'll put a yellow box here as well. Let me put a yellow box there. And wait, where are you? What is it called? What was your name again? King. All right. Okay, I'm gonna write King here because I like to make sure that people get their credit here. There we go. King. Yeah, we could go there. That's a possibility. No, because it's rebound resistance down, bullish channel. Sorry, what do you mean? No, because it rebounding. Oh, you mean this here? You're talking about this? Okay, I need to get some of these lines out of the way. This is doing my head, and I've got too many lines here. 1 second. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. That could stay. Get rid of that. You mean this? You mean this channel like this, right? God, second. No, but it's breaking out of the channel. We're talking about this. You're talking about this, so like this type of channel, yeah. But technically, we're breaking out of that. Freestyle. That's the flag from the bear flag. Oh, you're talking about the lower time. You're talking about this. Talking about this bad boy like that. Like that. Could be. Could be. So look, this is why, I mean, so there is this chance. You're right. All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you this, right? We could potentially come back and retest this 75 area and then break out. But I think we rally, man. I think we could have a potential pullback, whatever here, right? Speculation that is better. Well, it's better to do this because that piece of information, Vic, right? That piece of information, I think we might be getting into a potential alt season. I'm being serious right now, right? That piece of information that we don't have an FOMC next month is big. Rally today, tomorrow, more bullish news will drop tomorrow, and oil going down tomorrow again. Could we see oil go down? Let's have a look. Could we see oil go down? You know, my biggest wish, right? And this is my biggest wish. You know how King is here, right? King Arthur peptides. I'm assuming you're on peptides, right? My biggest wish is for all of us, with all the creators and everyone together, to get together to make understandings and bring our own thoughts and our theories and our expertise together so we can benefit the community. That's my biggest wish in all of this. I wish we could do something like that. But the problem is that most creators have such egos and such weird scenarios that they would never do that in a million years. Do that in a million years. Why would you say oil is... I think oil could potentially rally tomorrow, to be honest. I think it might reject off the $100 mark. That's a possibility. What do you say? On the daily candle, it just rebounded down, resist. Yeah, I know. We drew it. I know. This thing, I know. On the daily, there is a possibility that we could find a pullback here. That is true. It is true. You know, more eyes are better than one in this, and I love that. And by the way, if there's any like creators or traders or anything that wants to join, that actually have experience and know what's going on and wants to join the Alpha Hunters group to give your experience, just message me. I'll put you in there. Of course, I'll have to understand, you know, your competency. If you can benefit, we have there's a public area where you can put your own thoughts in there. If there's anyone that wants to go in there and that is willing to help the community and help everyone in there, by all means, please let me know and I'll put you in there. The ultimate benefit of, and I might even just put the price down of the Alpha Hunters to a really small amount and do something on that side. The market only cares about oil prices for so long before it doesn't matter, Russia or war. Yeah. The only time where I think the people will care about oil prices, because the issue right now is that oil prices are a delayed effect. It's like COVID, right? It's like the stimulus checks of COVID. You see the effects only really happen like 1 or 2 years later. Oil, I think, is going to be towards the end of the year, we're going to feel it badly, especially if the Fed cuts. If the Fed cuts, the new Fed chair cuts, and then inflation hits in hard, that will be an area where the market will pull back. I promise you that. To be honest, if the Fed changes any type, change of any type, even if it's expected, will cause a rebalancing of the markets, right? Because they have to readjust whatever it's going to be going through. So any type of change that they will do will be that. That's a very well-known thing for anyone that's been in this industry for a long time. That's what I'm hoping for. What do you mean by that, King Arthur? To the Alpha Hunters thing, or to the Fed aspect and oil? So that's going to be, that's the thing, that's the elephant in the room that's going to cause a huge thing. We'll go all in real estate. Yeah, that's a good idea, to be honest. When the housing crash, I know. I can't wait. I'm going to be going in all in Dubai, man. What are you talking about? I got my dry powder ready for Dubai right now. I can't wait until that starts to go down. I'm going to be buying streets, mother. I'm going to name a street after myself. You're going to be going down Alvarez Street, bruv. I'm not even joking. Anyway, yeah, that's what I think. Alvarez Lane, yeah, exactly. What if Powell do the opposite form of what you think? If Powell does anything, and I mean it, and I mean anything, if he farts too loud, the market will pull back. I just want you to understand where we are right now. He needs to be the most boring person. Yeah, rate hike will be an insane. That will be the end of the. That's definitely a massive pullback, right? If he farts too loud and does anything that is even remotely, um, um, uh, a whiff of change, then yeah, the market will correct and will not like it. They need, after whatever happened, they definitely need some form of stability. I know to think. Yeah, you have to think out the box. You have to be reactive, right? I think not even a rate hike. I think a rate cut will do the same. There hasn't been a point in history where a rate change, forget hike or you know, or rate pullback or rate hike, right? There hasn't been one in history where a rate change has not caused a pullback in the market. There hasn't been one. The reason why is because any change is a rebalancing and the market needs to find a new fair value price to it. That's what I would say. But that changes a lot of things, man. That changes a lot of things. Now, look, you are right. We are at the top of this channel. That could be a potential area for a pullback. But you know what? I don't want to be that person, right? I don't want to be that person. But I think everyone thinks this is going to be one more leg down. What's happening right now? Because if we look at if we look at the previous time that America got out of a conflict, right? And we had an even more aggressive pull. We didn't have a pullback. When did we have a pullback after that moment? This is whoa. When did we have a pullback? The year. So you think end of this year will be a possible recession? Early next year could be. We could be getting into recession. I think they'll talk about recession, but the U.S. economy will never say that they're in recession. There will be no peace though. If there's no, I don't know. I think the market, even if there is no peace, I think that it will. It's just a thing in the future. The SPX will crash back to 2008 crash. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. You could be right there. I mean, in my mind, I can't predict that far in the future, but I will say that if we look at the last time, even if we look at the last dip that happened here, right? Even if we look at this last dip, it's still almost a year. A year since. I mean, if we go here, we're talking. I mean, if we say even half a year, let's be whatever about it, right? Let's be stupid, and it's not related to. I mean, when was this? It's 150 days. Let's. Yeah, war has never been bearish medium term, depending on how long the war is. But you're right, yeah. It depends on when the war is and what the market conditions are. But yeah, what do you think we will see a rally in crypto this year? Yeah, yeah. What date is it showing? What is this? 17th. I mean 17th of September. Basically September, around the end of August, September time. Yeah, about what you were talking about. Around the November time, I think. It will be. I've just picked an arbitrary number, so it could be there's a plus or minus a few months to that, but end of the year. End of year crash. We need a liquidation event. We already had one. We've had several. Yeah, September used to. Yeah, it's wild how the market repeats itself. You know, it's so interesting that, I mean, King, you should come on to the live, man. It's really good having you here. It's so good having someone in our live, right? That is just here to, you know, benefit everyone else rather than just, you know, just trying to cause mayhem and cause like stupidity and not help anyone else. Although the S&P 500 is pulling back, that ain't good. Yeah, I think we might. You're right. We might have a potential pullback here. We'll see. We'll see happen. But yeah, I think. Okay, that was a 500-pound mic. It's all right, man. I'm gonna be buying a street soon. So I'll be quiet. Why are you being quiet? Don't be quiet. No one should ever be quiet in my life. Just throw anything you want out of me, even if it is abuse. I don't care. Whatever. It's all cool. I want everyone to benefit from everything. You know what I mean? It's just the most important thing in this market at the moment, because you need, when things don't really make sense. When things don't really make sense, you have to make it make sense, and fresh eyes are really, really important to that. But we could come back and, I mean, if we'll see. Oil's going up for sure. Oil wholesale, I agree with you. I think oil wholesale will go up. Futures is a different matter. This doesn't really represent the price of oil. You want to see what the price of oil is right now? Yeah, I'll show you what the price of oil is right now. Because you know the price of oil is different in every country, right? In every region. Price of wholesale oil USA. It could be different regions, but whatever. The price of wholesale oil as of today. 1 second. Here we go. Is $123. It's $123 in Europe and $100 in the USA. That's the wholesale price in the USA at the moment. So don't look at this. This is just trading bullcrap. Short term, are we going up by the end of the year? I think, but at the end of the year, I think we'll be pulling back. I mean, that's what we've come to an understanding right now. Are you able to say normal 4-year cycle? I don't think in that manner. I still think we're in a, look, just so we completely understand, right? Even if it goes to 107, it's still not a bull cycle, because a bull cycle is representative by a all-time new high. So we actually break above where the previous high is. So the reason why, like, last 3 years that we got from here to here, it was a bull cycle, is because we broke the previous high. So this is just a bear market mega rally. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I would not be surprised if we don't go and test the 200-day moving average. I mean, we're having a pullback because the S&P is finally having a pullback, which means it's probably going to, I mean, yeah, it could come down quite a bit actually to the 7,000, which could be painful too. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. I need to change plans ASAP. Most definitely. I need to change plans ASAP. Yeah. Most definitely. All right. Okay. Cool. Right. Microsoft. I would say this. I think Microsoft could potentially do it, but I think software is might struggle a little bit. Mega dump right now. Yeah, it's a massive. It's because of the S&P is pulling back. Yeah, it's S&P is pulling back, and Bitcoin is on a larger scale channel. I love these type of, like, man, you guys come back all the time. I love it when you guys are here. It's fantastic. You know, when you, this is the thing with trading as well, right? You have to be so on the ball when you're doing stuff. Uh, I don't know. You have to always be so on the ball when you're trading, right? So you can, some people can spot 100 different things, and you can just miss one thing, and that could be the reason why your trade fails and doesn't work out in one way. And that's the thing. Lots of upside Microsoft. Potentially, the reason why it's got potential, and I think Facebook could be an interesting play here as well, right? And it's mainly because of Manus. The new AI agent thing could be a huge thing, right? I think that could be a Cursor Anthropic. Yeah. And I think Facebook is a possibility. I think Amazon is still a really good play, right? The negotiations are over. What do you mean? Did something happen? Is that why we're dumping? You're joking. Of course, there's always, of course, there is the, what's just happened here? Did he say something? Where are we doing? Yes. Wait. What's going on? Have I missed something? Did Donald Trump's message something? The war. What do you mean the war is over? Did he write something? I'm not seeing anything here. Oh wait, here we go. Okay. Very successful. No, he hasn't said anything. Keep Trump away from the computer. What did he say? Iranians pulled out. You don't say that to me, please. What do you mean the Iranians pulled out? Why didn't I get it? He didn't tweet anything. Sorry, I was. What did I just? What just happened? 1 second. What just happened? Are you guys messing with me? Why can't I find this? Yeah, of course he's not gonna tweet anything. It's bad for him. Something's apparently. Is it on Twitter or something? What's going on? Why can't I see any news about this thing? Something's going on. What's going on? Yes, on X. 1 second. I'm not seeing anything. What's going on? Nothing's going on. Why are you making me think that something's going on? Oh my God. Truth doesn't say anything. Nothing's. Iran air defense, Iran, Tehran have been activated to counter hostile targets. You're joking. Wait, why can't I find any information about this? 1 second. There's nothing. I don't. Am I missing something? I'm not seeing anything here. Okay, what's this? Breaking Iran. Ah, here we go. Iranian air defense is engaging hostile targets over Tehran, according to the state-run Meher news agency. Are you serious, man? Is this real? Is this real? Sorry, let me look at it while I'm on the screen with you guys. 1 second. 1 second. Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh damn. That is not good. Oh damn. Blue Star country says it's preparing to resume military operations against Iran per BRICS X account. Oh my lord. Talking about okay. Bro, elaborate. Okay, so apparently Iranian state TV has said that uh they've banned planes to counter an offensive in Iran. But nothing is clear. Nothing is clear at the moment. It's just this post that I've been able to find here. Here, look, I'll read it to you guys. Look, it goes breaking. Iran air defense is engaging hostile targets over Tehran, according to state-run Meher news agency. Blue country prepared to fight Turkey is right on that. No, I don't think so. All fake. Yeah, I don't. Seems like war has begun, but there's nothing official. 1 second. Let me try and find something more official. 1 second. No, it doesn't. Nothing is coming out on that standard. It's fake news. I don't think it's real. What? No, but something's going on. Something is going on. Oil is going nuts. Like that's nuts. That's not a normal move for a oil is up what? 2%, 3%, 2%. What is going on? 1 second. I need to, because if it's like whispers coming out, then wait, who would have the latest news? 1 second. Oh wait, I have a place. I have a place. I have a place. 1 second. 1 second. I have a. I can't find anything. Nothing is coming out. Strait is closed until further notice, I think. No, nothing is. Like, Bitcoin just had a holy dump at this present moment. That and what's going on? What's happened to the S&P? Yeah, something's going on. Look at CNN. Let's have a look at CNN. Can you guys see? Yeah, okay. What's going on here? No, I mean it's not. Let's look at. Yeah, but this is old news. It's nothing new. Gibraltar allegedly resigned from negotiating team following IRGC intervention. Oh my God, something's going on. Did you see U.S. military ran a Bitcoin node? Yeah, I did a video about it. That was 4 hours ago. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find. Yeah, I did a video about the nodes thing. It's wild. I like how you watch my videos, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot. 1 second. Let me try and find out. SPX just recovered. What the hell just happened? uh what? What just happened? Did it just close the gap? Maybe that's what. No, but it's already been closed. What is happening? The SPX just recovered 0.6% in a second. I mean, oh God, stupid TikTok. What? I'm engaging my community. Jesus. By the way, if you go off, you won't be able to find me again because TikTok thinks I'm not doing anything. God, every single day this is happening, man. Every single day, and I don't even know why. I think everything's reacting to fake news. Are you serious? Did someone just press the sell button? Did someone just press a multi-trillion-dollar that can't be real. No, I refuse to think that's real. I refuse to think that's real. I don't believe that's real. There's no way that's real. There is no way that's real. Did someone just press a $1 trillion sell signal on SPX because of a rumor? That can't be real. Guys, that can't be real. Just so you understand, feel dizzy on this market. Just so you understand. I mean, oil is still going nuts. Still going crazy. That can maybe it's just like a 1 second. Just I want to figure out exactly. I want to tell you how much of a recovery that was. What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that, man? Look at Bitcoin. But this could be just like a this could be what the hell was that? This could be just a let me just get rid of that, whatever. That could be just a recovery from a massive this could still go down. Okay, so you understand how much of a move that look the market cap of SPX at the moment is $64 trillion, $64.6 trillion. All right, what is 0.6 of 64.6 trillion? Just so I can no. What is 0.6? 0.6. So, yeah. 0.06. 64.6 trillion. Really want some reverse indicate. What? What was that? What was that? That was that can't be right. What? That was wild, man. That was a long opportunity. Yeah, for sure. What just happened? What just happened? Some algo kicked in somewhere. There's no way that what just happened? Why zero breaking news, zero alerts, and everything dipped for no reason? I have no idea. Forget Bitcoin acting like it. This is the S&P 500, bruv. That was a 1 second, $1.2 trillion sell and buy. That's just so you understand what we just saw. Just so we understand. The 1 second. Just so we understand what just happened. We got half the entire market cap of cryptocurrency move in 2 seconds. Just so you understand what just happened. What was that? It's okay, guys. I bought the dip. Yeah. Yes, you did. What was that? I think something's happening there. A move like that doesn't sound right. Something's happening. I think we've just witnessed some sort of pre whatever bullcrap it's gonna come out. If this full ports from here, that will be hilarious. Now I want to. I need to get off, but I can't. Yeah, the Baron Trump positioning. But positioning to go down or up? That's the question right now. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. If I promise you this, if Donald Trump if we get an aftermarket Donald Trump tweet that the war is over, I promise you, we have just witnessed the positioning of whoever that trader was on our live. I'm just telling you guys now, because whatever that word that was ridiculous. What we just witnessed. Something is going to happen in the next 50. It's happening. Something is going to happen in the next 50. Everyone, all right. I've got my Donald Trump meter on. Something is... 1 second. What? Trump's son, I swear to God, I am... everyone's like this. I'm waiting for some bullcrap to be tweeted. I'm almost certain of it. That was ridiculous what just happened. Truly, I've never witnessed anything like that before. On Bitcoin, yes. On the largest asset in the world, Iranian journalists say that the news that the Gibraltar has, right, Gaddafi has resigned is completely false. I feel like a roller coaster. Baron had a long at 76.9. Big time waiting for news for something to... Oh, maybe it's because maybe it's because the market reacted to fake news. Could it be? Could it be? Like this right now, right now is the reason why. This is the reason that Ryan right now, in the Alpha Hunters group and in every other thing that I'm going to be doing, I am not doing leverage anymore, because whatever that was, right, was stupid. What was that? What was that? What did we just witness right now? What did we just witness right now? Look, those type of things only happen. That's just so you understand, right? Unlike in crypto, whatever that was, it was disgusting. Yeah, I know. Unlike in crypto, right? They need to create liquidity for someone to buy or to sell. And that was a liquidity creating movement. And if it was a pullback to gain liquidity so some big player can buy, because that was someone bought hundreds of billions of dollars worth of something. It was a massive buy. So if this starts rallying right now, some news is going to be coming out. I am almost certain of it. Some news is going to be coming out. These things often happen in bullish environments. I don't understand why it would happen into that level, man. This was a second move. It was our ribbon, man. Yeah, I think he sold. It was like, I'm out. Yeah, I think, yeah. That was insane. Wow, this was a good live, man. I appreciate you all being here. This was great. I want to do this. Come back the next tomorrow as well. We can do this group discussion of where we're going. Okay, now back to reality of whatever that was. Yeah, we're rallying. That was unbelievable. What happened? I'm like, there was a literal $1 trillion move in the S&P 500 in a second. Just so we understand what just happened. How do you even move after that? Like, I'm like, Alvarez sold this, but no, I wouldn't sell. I'm mainly in spot, man. I'm mainly in spot, and I have like I play around with leverage with small amounts, so it's not a big deal. Now, if I was to ask you guys, right? If you were here, if I was to ask you guys, right? Uh, and if I was here and if you were looking at it and go, what would you do right now? Wow, that was a move. Interesting. Maybe a typo from an investor. I don't know what it was, but it was an algorithm. It's an algorithm. Those type of things. I mean, like if you know, Ponky's actually in finance, I don't know anymore who anyone is anymore. But a move of that nature in the S&P 500 is to create liquidity for a buy. That's for someone to buy. Yeah, this thing is rallying. That was insane. What we just saw. Wow. Well, you know, I guess you have to come back. Maybe Iran hacked. Maybe, I don't know. But someone created space for someone to buy, for sure. Anyway, I kind of don't want to leave the live, man. I've got to. I'm just waiting on Ethereum to break out to 2700 and de-risk. Let me see what Ethereum's up to. What's ETH up to here? That was diabolical. What just happened? I will say one thing about ETH though. I will say one thing about ETH. ETH it might be relatively weak against other things. What's ETH in relation to Bitcoin? Do I have that pair? Do I have that pair? Do I have ETH against Bitcoin? Yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look. ETH looks relatively weak against Bitcoin. XRP looks pretty good. Say looks pretty good. Arrow looks still amazing. Cardano just... Cardano doesn't seem to have a bottom. Like, Cardano's at this point where this was the world's crust and it is going subterranean right now. That's what Cardano is doing. Cardano doesn't want to be on this planet. It's living with the fishes and the moles and stuff. So is LCX. Vet looks okay. Onda looks okay. Dot looks absolutely like it's violated. Look at that violation on Dot, my god. Pepe looks really good. Yeah, Pepe looks good. Why have I got Rave here? Brett looks a bit iffy. In fact, why am I doing that? It needs to regain that. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, we can look at some other ones. Yep. Chainlink. I'll have a look at Chainlink in a second. That was probably billion. It was hundreds of billions, man. Just so you understand, that was hundreds of billions of dollars. That was made space to be bought in one clip. Just so we understand what just happened. The main news are confirming it. What was it? Was it it was a sell the news event. I see. What was the news again? It was someone quitting, right? Who quit? The attack on Tehran. No way. 1 second. Why am I not? You're messing me around, man. You're messing me around. You're a fan of Zebek. I do like Zebek. Baron Trump is trying to tweet as we speak. Get out of here. Come on, I've got my position. Man, mate, there's nothing on mainstream news. I don't know where you're seeing this, man. I'm not seeing. You're just making me look around for like I'm some sort of 90-year-old dude trying to figure out how to send an email. One second. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing. Nothing's. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. He's about to get real. I don't know what is going on. Something is going on. I think someone resigned and then it was confirmed by Iran as false. Oh yeah, one second. Who was it that resigned? No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's nothing. There's no news. Buckle, I don't know. All right. Galibov. Let me see. Galibov. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, the Israeli Times is saying it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One second. Uh-oh. If the Iranian news is saying that, I mean, Israeli news is saying it, then someone put a shot on the market, man. Do I support Trump? I like Trump. Look, I think with Trump, I would say 80% of what he's trying to do will be beneficial for the will be beneficial for the US economy in the future. It's that last 20% that's the issue. Here we go. Unsourced TV reports say Iranian parliament speaker quit US talks amid internal rift. Iranian parliamentary speaker Mohammad Bahar Galabaf has resigned from the leading negotiations with the United States, according to an unsourced Channel 12 report. Come on, this is Israel time. You guys know exactly what's going on. According to the report, Galabaf stepped down from his role overseeing talks with Washington and mediation efforts led by Pakistan, citing growing interference from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps generals. The dispute reportedly came to a head over a Qatari proposal aimed at easing tensions in the Strait of Hormuz, which would have allowed 20 Iranian vessels to transit the waterway in exchange for 20 ships of Iranian Gulf port to do the same. The proposal was ultimately blocked by Iranian officials, including Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Arancini. It's a false. Okay. Him saying he him saying he resigned means that they removed him. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. Oh, that's just like continue to rally then. Wow, that was some real bullcrap. Trump scheduled to speak to the media at 3 p.m. ET. US-Iran updates expected. Okay. I'm still... Okay, get back to my plan. I'm still, apart from whatever the hell that was, right? Whatever the hell that was, I'm still thinking this is going to happen. Printed off that news. Someone printed off that news for sure. I think it was just an algo sell, to be honest. I think it's just an algorithm sold really, really aggressively. Fat cat to no time. Yeah, it will do. Wow, that was some bullcrap. All right. Well, look, I appreciate I appreciate you all. Right, Trump is going after the SWIFT system and the gangster bankers XRP to the moon. Yeah, I mean stable coins, but yeah, XRP positively as well. I think XRP is going to do well. Well, that was some bullcrap, but I will say this, right? I will say this: we have to see what happened here. We're still not too sure what's going on. I would expect something to come out, and because that was a liquidity creating event for either a buy or a sell. Something happened. Something. It was not one sold, a lot or tons. Yeah, no. It was an algo that sold a massive amount. So I don't know what happened, but something happened quite aggressively. So we have to see what goes on. And I'm gonna say this from now on, right? I'm gonna say this from now on. I'm gonna stay off. I might do some small leverage plays, but I'm gonna be doing mainly spot buying from now on. Boots on the ground coming. Who knows? Honestly, who knows what that was? But we witnessed it live on a. That's what you need to. I don't know why it happens, but this stuff happens on my live all the time. It was a performance of air defense in Tehran, which were just for a parade. They were, but it shows you how touchy the. That was unbelievable what just happened. Everyone in the group was like, "What just happened?" Like, it's you. I sold. No, I'm just. Yeah, get a few trillion now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was insane. I've never seen anything like it. Someone showed me this the other day. It's kind of cool. It's a session. It shows the sessions of each session. It's cool. I like it. And you can see the exact moment where there's an overlap of the London to the New York, and you see that the volume picks up exponentially when those two meet. It's awesome. I like it. That's a 1.3 trillion swing in just 2 hours. 2 hours? 2 hours? We witnessed it here live, bruv. That was like seconds. What 2 hours? It was oh well, yeah, in total swing. Yeah. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Anyway, we have to see what bullcrap is going to be happening right now. Same thing happened last night, bruv. Mario Naval wrongfully reported an attack. Oh, really? That was stupid. I know Mario Naval's agent, by the way. You wanna know how much he charges to talk about a project? It's a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a lot. One thing I will say to you guys, and I'll say it in the most cryptic way possible, which won't be cryptic. If that guy is involved in any project, be very careful what you do with that project. That's all I'm gonna say. It's yeah. There's a running joke in the marketing companies, inter-marketer company teams. That's all I'm gonna say. If that guy is talking about a project, it might be a time to wait for the pump and then wait for the short after he says anything. I know I was in contact with him before and he wanted like 20K for no. No, he's definitely paid. No, he wants more than 20K, man. It's the money isn't the issue. It's how much of the supply he wants is the issue. That's why when he talks about it, you start selling that as such. The insta sell. What do you think will happen? I don't know. I don't know. The market needs to settle after whatever that was. Whatever happened there was insane. A 1.5% move in, was it an hour? Was it an hour? How many hours is that? In 2 hours. A 1.5% move in 2 hours in the S&P 500 is stupid. Mario is just trash news. Only good thing is his space. Is everything else is just garbage. Yeah. He has an unbelievable following though. The guy has incredible, like, he can. He was just lucky and in the right place, as most people are. But you know what you'll see, right? Do you know that there is a? I'll give you some insider stuff right now that you probably will start hearing very soon. But you're going to start seeing less crypto information on X. Hello, 2016. Thanks so pleasure you everyone. Pleasure. I really appreciate you all being here. It's incredible, honestly. Having a positive environment in a live is one of the best things. This was a great live. I completely enjoyed it. I mean, the interactions is so important. Not ground troops. I think there was some misinformation, something going on. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So you start hearing this quicker, right? But crypto news is going to disappear from X soon. I witnessed it first and how he hands his account to someone employed to run it for him. Exactly, yeah. When you go into so even Alvia, I love you. Thank you so much for helping me. Appreciate it. But you nah, that made me feel better. Thank you so much. I've had a weird day today. The markets are testing me, bruv. What's that? Stupid. But yeah, it's when you actually talk with him and get him onto a project to do anything like that, he actually it's not him. It's his team that does it. He's not when he doesn't even tweet. You know that none of his tweets are him. It's he's got a team that does all that kind of stuff. He's the only one that does the lives, and even in the lives, it's he doesn't really talk about projects too much anymore because he's been burnt so badly. So it's usually his team and other like sub lives that they do that come from his account that does it. Forget about the market as long as we have each other. Thank you so much. I don't know who you are, but you're making me blush, man. Does that mean X? No. That's not a problem. It's about like crypto news is going to start is getting nerfed. So the algorithm is starting to nerf crypto news now. That's what's going on. What? Remaining off screen? I'm not off screen, Brev. I'm right in the middle of a screen. Good. Anyway, on that note, as TikTok tries to nerf my life constantly, or whoever it is that's trying to report me or whatever is going on, forget about it. Anyway, look. Okay, guys, I'm going to. That was a incredible stream. You guys have been unbelievable, out of this world. We've got to some epiphanies throughout the stream. I still think we're in that move, but we witnessed some insane stuff, right? I've recorded this live as well. It's on the tube. You can see that if you follow me here, you'll see all that kind of stuff that's going on. If you go there, in fact, I'll put it in there now. If you go to the launch lounge, I'm going to be putting all of the the new projects from where Shannon Briggs is going to be involved, all that kind of stuff, everything that's going to be going on, right? I'm going to be putting it on there, or you can just go to my links in my copy and do that. Just go in there. If not, come back tomorrow and we'll just do more of an entertaining stream as possible and see where we go from there, because that was that was something, man. That was a really good stream, and I appreciate all the creators that were also here, that were just benefiting and helping the community. You guys are incredible. If you're there, you can also announce it if you need, you know, follow them, because it's really good to be in an environment where people are you know, helping you. Oh my God, we are. Wait, are we pumping? Sorry, and all that kind of stuff. I like to promote positivity in these in everything that's going on. Yeah, it looks like we're moving. Holy Lord. And I'll catch you guys later. All right. I appreciate it. If you haven't followed, make sure you follow. Sometimes TikTok does not push my my stuff out to people, and we can go from there. You guys have been absolutely fabulous. Fabulous, guys. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. All right. Love, peace, affection, all that kind of jazz. And I'll catch you guys later. All right, all right, all right, all right. On the tube, you guys, thank you so much for being there. Today has been absolute bull crap, whatever is going on. But I'm gonna build a spot for spot portfolio, and we can start going from there. I think that what our understanding of where we went through is everything. If you haven't followed, follow, press the bell, do all that stuff, and I do my daily updates, which I'll start tomorrow from then on as well. And you guys, I can't find the TG for the lounge. It's on. If you go to my TikTok, you'll see at the top there's a link there. If you press it, you should be able to get in. If you can't, just copy it and paste it. It'll go from there. All right. I appreciate you guys